Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a new video which is new in from Marc Jacobs. I absolutely love that brand, and it's been a brand that I've always aspired to work with, so it's really great that I got invited to a one-on-one makeup masterclass with their head makeup artist Morgan Martini, and honestly she was so lovely, so chic, and I learned a lot from her. So what I'm gonna do is do the first part of me talking about the new products, and then I have a second part to this video where it's one-on-one, me and her, first impressions, first time ever trying it, and you can see instant results. So a product that is so innovative from Marc Jacobs is their new Accomplice range. It consists of a compact powder and a concealer that looks like a bullet like this. I'm going to first talk about the powder because this is the first product that I was so excited about when I first saw it. So when I first walked into the space where we're going to have our one-to-one makeup session, they had all of these compacts just laid like this, and I thought to myself, okay, it looks like just a normal compact powder, nothing too special, right? But I was so wrong. I don't know why I ever doubted Marc Jacobs. So what's special about this powder is this, it's not just a sleek design, it is actually the brush. So you lift that up there, you pop that back in, and you fold that down, and it's so hidden. It is so stylish and sleek that you wouldn't even tell that there's a makeup brush in here. And whenever I do my makeup out and about, on the train, at a lunch meeting, and I whip this out, everybody is mesmerized that there is a pretty big brush in there. So this comes in 4 shades and priced at £35. And I know you must be thinking 4 shades, but the clever technology is that this powder adapts to your skin tone. I have shade 52 Siren, and it tells you on the back. So on the back of the packaging it has all the ingredients and my shade match, and this is the front. I'll give you a quick look again how sleek that is. I'll show you one more time at how this works. So you open it up with this little clasp here, you take out your brush, you apply as and when needed, you lift this back up, you pop that back in, and it has like a magnetic technology, so it's not going to fall off, and then you pop that back and it's secure. I originally thought that you had to push the brush like this, and I thought over time this is going to be damaged, but no, Marc Jacobs have thought of that. You lift this up, it honestly never gets old. Whenever I do this in public, people are just mesmerized and they want to go out and buy it. I also have to mention that the Accomplice actually has a very decent size mirror, so you can really take this around with you and do your makeup wherever you go. I mean, it's like as big as the palm of my hand, which is, for me, is a must. I hate those little mirrors that you can't really do your makeup, and now more than ever in the summer I don't like to waste that much time applying my makeup indoors. I just want to be outside in the sunshine and enjoy myself. So knowing that I can do touch-ups, I can do my makeup on the train, in the car, is great. I have quite an olive yellow skin tone to my complexion. Don't even know if you can see that there, but that's what it looks like. It is a texture and a powder I've never used before. It is so light, it is so blendable, it is so luminous. Most powders that I travel with, it always looks so powdery and cakey, and it never comes with a brush. You always have like a little powder thing which nobody uses. You end up using it a couple of times, throwing it away, and carrying a separate brush. Not with this. I love the name of it, Accomplice, because I just feel like this is my accomplice. I take this with me everywhere, as you can see from all the fingerprints and the grubby marks. As soon as I got this, I have never let it down. And you could put it on top of makeup if you've got a dewy look, a matte look. It will just blend in with your makeup like so. And I love the fan brush because you can do it like this and really buff it in. Or if you want a more dense look, maybe, I don't know why I always get really greasy under my eyes, around the nose and on my chin, so I like to just pat it like so under my eyes, on my chin. It's quite good that you can, it's so thin it gets into my nose bit like here, and on top of my lip. So I'm first going to insert the clip of me getting my makeup done by the lovely Morgan. It was such a pleasure meeting her. She is such a sweetheart and she knows so much about the products. I honestly could listen to her on, and yeah, I learned a lot. So I'm going to insert that now.
So,
oh my god, the lighting is amazing.
so you just basically tap it in. The color is actually perfect because it's like brightening. The undertone's really good too. I'm just gonna do it like in the center of the face, you know, like this side of the nose.
Oh my gosh, you can instantly see the difference.
Yeah, so see, it's kind of like, it's like brightening, and it just really like covers whatever needs to be covered, but without adding too much texture to it, because if you look closely, that the texture is really nice and it still is very natural.
It doesn't feel heavy either.
No, it's not
like,
heavy.
It actually doesn't even feel like you've put anything on my eye, but I can see the difference, but
yeah,
it doesn't feel like there is anything there, which is really nice.
I'm gonna do the other side.
So you're 33?
33.
I thought you said 33 as in my age. I'm like, no.
I'm 33.
There's nothing wrong with being 33, but
no, I am.
thought she meant like, oh, you're 33? Like,
33 color.
Color 33. Which, what kind of undertone does that have? Is it?
This one I would say is a warm undertone.
It's a warm undertone, but still very bright. Like,
yeah, it's very brightening, which is nice. Oh, this like a shade darker, and I'm just gonna do like a light contour just where we would like to add, you know, a slight shadow. And I like to do it like concealer because it looks more natural, because it really literally just blends in with your skin, so you can like put it, you know, a little bit on the forehead, right on the top of the forehead. Right now you have blush, so I'm not gonna like, you know, put it right there, but I would usually put it right there, you know, just like very lightly. It's just so much easier to blend when it's like a cream, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And it just feels more like it's part of your skin, you know what I mean?
Versus a powder, which I feel like I need to swap now my powders and go for more cream, and then just set it really well.
It just, yeah, it makes it feel like it's part of you when you do it with cream. Right now I'm just like blending it with like your blush.
Well, it looks so good.
Turning the other side. The lighting is really good in here, we're lucky.
That was against my water bottle. Oops. Oops.
Close your eyes. So with what's left, I can just like blend it a little bit
Into the shadow as well.
Yeah, because you know, it's kind of like where the natural shadows, to have a bit of shadow, you know? Yeah, so voila. And now we're gonna do the powder.
Oh yes, you've got to see this powder. This is actually,
So
this is genius. Probably my favourite part.
I think actually this
comes in
is
4 shades,
the powder, and
oh my god,
magic.
Love that.
So we have a little brush that's built in, and with this product you really don't need much, because it is like just to control the shine without adding too much texture. So I'm just gonna do it on the forehead and a little bit this side of the nose, and like, you know, just where you want to basically control that shine. But it has a little bit of a pearl finish, so it has a little bit of iridescence to it, so it keeps the skin looking nice and dewy. Voila. Did you see the video that they did with Snoop Dogg?
No, not yet.
Oh my god, Nikki, who's also one of the ambassadors, did a tutorial video of herself, and Snoop Dogg was the one doing the sound on it, so he's like, he was commenting on what she was doing. It's hilarious. It was so funny.
Check that out, guys. And then look, it just goes back in. This is all that you need in your handbag.
Your makeup looks amazing.
As well. I know,
Beautiful.
I came in here a hot mess, guys, and now I feel like...
No, you were not.
You're never a hot mess. You're always stunning.
Survived.
Gorgeous girl.
Yes, on the go. And I love the name Accomplice. I think it's
yeah.
It's to accompany you. When we do a little bit more of that shape. The 33. 33 was your shape.
I'm gonna show you also if you do it like directly with the stick. Sorry. If you want just a teeny bit more coverage, and then you can. I'm doing it with the brush right now, just for like, you know, I have the brushes, so that's why. But it's actually really good for finger application as well. Just a quick confirm.
How long would you say this lasts?
It stays on really well because it's quite full coverage.
Yeah.
I mean, for me it's full coverage. I would say for some people it might be a light coverage. For me it's kind of a full coverage. For under your eye, I'm just going to use the lighter shade just because I feel like it would be a little bit more brightening. And it's going to help to keep the concealer in place.
I like how you're kind of like you're moving. It really does go into every nook and cranny in your face. Every nook and cranny. That's such an
Nook and cranny.
I don't know what it means.
Oh, it means
Every angle.
every crevice. And that's it.
Maybe we could hold that and do a little.
So I mentioned before that this is £35 and it's available at Harvey Nichols, but if I find an online link I will definitely leave that down below. And then the second part is the concealer, and then I know I should have done this first and then set it with my powder afterwards, but the beauty of this is that you can put this on top of powders if you're out and about, and this is not cakey, so you can put liquid on top of it, and you can build it as many times as you want throughout the day. So the Marc Jacobs Accomplice concealer comes in a whopping 17 shades and it's priced at £24. And what I love about this, and the packaging is so sleek, it just falls in line with everything else that Marc Jacobs have. You open it up and if you can see there, this isn't like a normal concealer, it's got a bit of a curve to it like so. And they've done this deliberately because if you want to use your fingertips, you can. And it just fits in perfectly like that, so you can roll it around and then put it under your eyes. So, or you can use a brush. There's no right or wrong way, as I've been told by Morgan. And I don't have any concealer on actually. All I have on my face is the Marc Jacobs foundation, and I wear the shade medium Y360. It is a perfect match on me. Obviously I've contoured, got blusher, bronzer, done my eyes, and lipstick is, because I know people will ask, is again the Marc Jacobs lipsticks. This is called No Angel. It is this perfect, like, I wouldn't say matte, it is like a muted lipstick. It's so nice, so creamy. I love it. One of my favorites. Back to the concealer. So I'm going to pop this on under my eye. And what I noticed about this is that it is instantly brightening. It is so creamy. I mean, you can tell already. You can tell. Look at the difference. Like here you can see a crease. There's no crease here. It's darker. It's brighter. I am getting to that point where I am getting wrinkles under my eyes. And it's such a beautiful consistency that it's kind of blurred out fine lines. Guys, I mean, you have to see, that is like amazing. So I also like to use my concealer to do like a reverse contour. And I just like to put it like that on my nose, and it really helps to narrow my nose. Oh my goodness. Look at the difference. It is instantly brightening, covers, looks so natural. And the thing what I love about this as well is that it lasts all day. When I had my makeup done by Morgan, I had events and meetings straight afterwards, and honestly people complimented on how like fresh I looked, and even though I've been running around all day, and yeah, it's just the perfect accomplice to your makeup routine. I feel like this is at a good high enough coverage that it just covers everything, and I didn't even really put that much on. I also have like loads of tiny little pores just like here, which I don't know, sometimes on concealers they can sink into it. This has completely blurred it. Would always recommend, even though I trust that this will last, I will always set my concealer, and I will set it with the Accomplice compact powder. This is not going to dull the colour at all. You're still going to get that brightening effect, but it's not going to look cakey at all. I love this brush, and it's thin enough to go under the eye. It just sits perfectly under or on top of makeup. I'm like looking at myself in the viewfinder and I'm just so impressed. You guys have to try this out for yourself. I highly recommend going into Harvey Nichols, going to counter, get colour matched, test it out for yourself, walk around the shop, do your shopping, and you'll be surprised at how like awake, fresh you look, and that it doesn't crease at all. It is the perfect size to really mark up your face, to contour, reverse contour. You can use it straight out of the bullet if you want, but I like to use my fingers because I like to know how much product I'm going to dispense. And for £24, it's not one of the cheapest concealers, so you really want to like cherish it and not overuse if you don't need to. I'm so impressed with the quality of Marc Jacobs, their ingredients, their textures, everything. It's just next to none. They really are in a league of their own when it comes to cosmetics. So yeah, it's got 2 thumbs up from me. I would give my toes as well if I could. I'm just so impressed with the results. This concealer is honestly, it's life-changing. Life-changing. I mean, even the powder, the compact, is life-changing. This gadget, this little technique, it is just, yeah, out of this world. I love it. So yeah, that is it from me. Thank you so much guys for watching. Let me know what you think of the Marc Jacobs Accomplice collection down below, and yeah, let me know if there's anything else from the Marc Jacobs range that I must try, and I'll see you guys in my next video.